Yeah.
Okay. Hello everyone. Today's topic is how to do an effective one-to-one. And since we are all visual learners, I thought of compiling a short and simple PPT that will help us understand this crucial topic. So let's start with why we do a one-to-one. We conduct one-to-ones to learn more about each other's business than we could during our weekly meeting. A 60-second presentation is to specify what a good referral will be for you that week. But a one-to-one is the opportunity to educate your fellow members on four important things. That is your business and who is your ideal referral for you and how to introduce yourself to these ideal referrals as well as whom in their sphere of contact can be a good referral for you, be it their clients, neighbors, family, friends, or acquaintances. And of course, you must be prepared to do the same thing for your fellow one to one partner. Now, here are some common mistakes that can happen during a one to one. And this picture clearly depicts on how to not have a one to one. So, some of the common mistakes are do you have to do a 3-to-1 instead of a 1-to-1, which means that you have to be only two people. If there are more people than that, then the focus will get diverted. A one-to-one should be in a you should not have a one-to-one over a meal or in a fun setting. Again, the focus will get diverted. We should have one-to-one with different people. Me Uddojak is a place where to meet like-minded people for business. If you have completed having one-to-ones with your own chapter, then you should start with the cross chapter. Always be prepared for your one-to-one. You should have your one-to-one sheet, your circle, your goals, and so on. Last is not following up with the one-to-one after the meeting. Now let's look at 10 effective tips for a great one-to-one. Firstly, you should meet in a professional environment at an office or a library where you won't be distracted by the social atmosphere or other people. The second one is to be punctual. Be on time. Value your one to one partner's time as well because visibility plus credibility is profitability. Third is to have an agenda. Here you can follow the 20-20-20 rule, where you have to give 20 minutes for a quick introduction or catching up, 20 minutes for your business and your references, and 20 minutes for their business and references. The fourth one is to learn what you should ask a potential referral and what you should listen for. Make them understand how to identify if the potential client needs your service. The fifth one is to bring your contacts, to bring your phone, your diary, or wherever you store your contacts information so that it is easier to find references for your one-to-one partner. The sixth one is to follow on potential referrals and ask your one-to-one partner to do the same for you. The seventh one is to confirm the day before and after so that you have a particular agenda. The eighth one, I think, is the most important one for the one-to-one because this one is to make time. We all don't get time to do one-to-ones, but we will never get time, which is why we have to make time for one-to-one. It will only prove beneficial for your business. The ninth one is to have each other's information, be it the website or a brochure, so that whenever you are traveling and if you find a potential referral for them, you can hand over their information. And lastly, you have to listen and listen carefully because and not just talk about yourself. So these are the 10 effective tips for a great one-to-one. Thank you.